If you're a first-time home buyer, this video is definitely for you. If you're familiar with the home buying process, you want to click out of this video like right now. Buying a house is a big commitment, so before you start house hunting and comparing mortgage rates out there, take the time to examine your current situation and how it could change in the near future. You also want to consider what the housing market is doing at the time you're getting ready to purchase and how that will affect you and your decision to buy your home. So if you're moving from another state, you may find that Georgia is still a pretty affordable place for you, depending on where you're coming from, of course. Regardless of what market you're looking into though, first you need to ask yourself a few questions. Are you planning on any major life changes like changing jobs or starting a family in the next few years that could impact your financial situation? Can you commit to staying in the home for at least 5 years? Do you have stable income? Are you confident you can handle house repairs, or are you willing to pay a professional when something breaks into your new home, which will inevitably happen? A question I get a lot from viewers like you is, how long do I need to own my house before it pays off? So generally speaking, I recommend you only consider buying a home if you plan to live in that home for at least 5 years. But this really depends on many factors, like what is the housing market doing, how are the rental prices, and how much equity you have in the house, just to name a few. If you're renting right now, consider a side-by-side buying versus renting analysis. And to help you with that, I made some videos on both the benefits and drawbacks of each, so you can check those out. I'm going to put it in the link. I'm going to put the link in the description box below for you. Next, you need to evaluate your financial situation before buying a home. Buying a home is one of the largest purchases you would likely make in your life, and it's important to make sure your financial house is in order, right? So start by reviewing your bank accounts and billing statements so you can get a handle on how much money you're making and spending each month. If you're planning to buy a house with someone else, like your spouse for example, review their finances as well, and then you both need to ask yourself some questions. Do you both have stable income? Are you able to put away some money each month into a savings account, or that's been hard lately? Do you have a plan for managing debt like student loans and car payments? Do you typically pay your credit card quickly, or do you carry a balance on it? Keeping your credit card debt low will help you qualify for a better mortgage. Do you have some money already saved up for emergencies? A good rule of thumb is having at least 3 months of income saved in your emergency fund, not your savings account. Do you have some money saved up for a down payment on your home and closing costs? You should avoid using your emergency savings for this because you could find yourself in a very tight situation very soon. Next, you need to determine the amount of down payment for your home. How much you need for a down payment will depend on the type of loan you qualify for and how much the house costs. But the more you can put towards a down payment, the lower your monthly payment can be, and the more you can save on interest. And also, you will have some instant equity into your home, which is always nice. Conventional loans typically require a down payment of at least 5% of the purchase price. FHA loans, on the other hand, require as little as 3.5% down payment. And there are many different programs that you can explore in Georgia that would help you pick the right options for you. Along with your down payment, you will have to pay for closing costs. So what are those? Well, those are fees associated with processing and securing your loan. These can vary depending on the price of the home and the type of mortgage you qualify for. But to try and estimate, I'm going to give you a number between 2 and 5% of the home's purchase price to set aside for closing costs. So there you have it, the basic things you need to weigh in order to determine if you're ready and able to purchase your own home. I'm sure you probably have many questions about things that I haven't touched on today, so feel free to drop your questions in the comments box below, or if you prefer, you can schedule a one-on-one phone call with me and I'll be more than happy to answer those. I will put a link to the description box below so you can schedule your free one-on-one session. I hope this video was beneficial to you and not a waste of your time. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And remember, you can always change your mind later. I will see you next time.